Now we are going to be chatting with someone in Tobago, and that's Sheena Devines, who is the marketing coordinator for the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited. And we're going to be speaking about a recent coral planting initiative. Good morning, Sheena.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Now let's jump right into it. The recent coral planting initiative that was done with Eric in Charlottesville. Tell us about it.
So the Environmental Research Institute of Charlottesville spearheads a number of environmental projects, including coral planting. And we found it necessary to actually partner with them and be a part of the initiative in terms of rehabilitating coral reefs in Tobago. As you know, diving is one of our key selling points for the destination, and Eric has really taken the initiative to start coral planting to see how they can be part of the global conversation, because coral bleaching and coral erosion is facing a number of destinations around the world. So we want to be part of the solution. So it's not just about Tobago, it's about Tobago being part of the global solution to, helping coral reefs rehabilitate.
And how did this partnership come about between the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited and Eric?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
How did the partnership come about? How did Tobago Tourism Agency Limited decide to get on this initiative with Eric?
Well, last year we actually had a dive group in Tobago that came over in December. And what we have realized is that divers are very interested in conservation projects. As I said, a lot of the coral reefs around the world are facing challenges in terms of coral bleaching and coral damage. So, in order for us to stay abreast of the market's expectations and trends, we found it necessary to partner with Eric as this is a key selling point of the destination. So we have to partner to preserve what we promote for Tobago. So it was really important for us to, get a hands-on experience with Eric to see how this coral planting initiative works and how it fits into the wider ecosystem of Tobago.
And what's the importance of the coral nursery and this coral planting project? What's the importance of the nursery in Tobago when it comes to Tobago's development?
Well, as you know, just 2 weeks ago, we got the UNESCO Man and Biosphere designation.
That's right.
And coral are part of this biosphere. So it plays an integral role, not just in the marine space, but how it fits into the general environment of Tobago. So it's really important for us to see how coastal areas, including reefs, we did our tree planting exercise a few weeks ago as well, see how they coexist together and how we can make sure that they're preserved in a way so that we can ensure that they're available for future generations and future visitors. And the agency, as a core body responsible for marketing and product development to the destination, we have to be on top of what is happening in these core assets for Tobago.
And are there other initiatives being undertaken by the Tobago Tourism Agency?
Sorry, can you repeat? You're just breaking up a little bit.
That's okay. What are there other initiatives being undertaken by the Tobago Tourism Agency?
Absolutely. We're in the process of just completing our Blue Flag pilot status at 3 beaches in Tobago. Green Key is one of those key initiatives that we're taking on with stakeholders to make sure that their properties are green certified. So they're updating their properties along green initiatives. And again, this fits into the general narrative of the destination in terms of being untouched, unspoiled, and undiscovered. Last year at WTM, we made a bold claim that Tobago is moving towards a green destination status. So all of these initiatives are working towards that, and the agency is not responsible or owns any of these assets. So our role is really to partner and advocate, to make sure that these assets are developed and maintained in a certain way. So Blue Flag, Green Key, UNESCO Man and the Biosphere, coastal zone management, marine spatial planning, they all fit in with the narrative for the destination.
Do you think that these green designations would attract more tourism?
Absolutely. I mean, what we're going through right now with this pandemic, a lot of the research is saying right now, after safety, travelers are actually looking for nature-based environmental experiences. They want to go to a destination that has invested in sustainability. And with sustainability, you have certain transformative experiences because you're able to immerse yourself in the society, in the environment, and contribute meaningfully. Because, we've been locked up for so long.
Right.
We want to be able to be part of something that is larger than us. So really and truly, this is preparing Tobago for the next normal. and what consumers of the future will be expecting.
I like that, the next normal. And
Yes.
what is the value of this, not only to the tourists now, but to the other stakeholders, the property owners, the ones who have the resorts and the accommodations and such?
Yeah. I mean, I think every single property in Tobago has hosted a diver. I mean, we have over 50 dive sites in Tobago, if I could just drill down to the diving niche in particular. So, protecting the reefs and investing in the science that can protect reefs is in the interest of everyone because it's part and parcel of the overall experience in Tobago. I mean, and when we went to that diving experience, that coral planting experience with Eric, it was such an enlightening one because of the fact that a lot of the planting we do is on land, but the fact that you can contribute to what happens below water is something that really makes you put a lot of, what we do in perspective in terms of experiencing things that are beyond ordinary.
And do you see any future collaborations with the Environmental Research Institute of Charlottesville?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have been spearheading quite a few initiatives, as their name suggests, they're into research. So a lot of what they do is geared towards, and educating and enlightening residents, locals, foreigners to be part of the mission to protect what we have for future generations. So they're also involved in coastal zone management, they're involved in the coral gardening or coral planting. They're also heavily involved in the biosphere initiatives.
Right.
And they are part and parcel of a cohort of stakeholders. So there's also Environment Tobago, there's Save Our Sea Turtles, and all of these NGOs have a mandate and their personal mandate to make sure that Tobago is maintained and is managed in a certain way.
Well, Sheena, definitely keep us abreast of all that is happening because it's definitely some exciting times. Even though we are going into the next normal, as you rightly said, but I'm looking forward to what is to come from the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited and much more. So I want to thank you for joining us this morning.
Great, thank you.
All right, that was Sheena Devines, who is the marketing coordinator of the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited. And we're speaking about some of the wonderful projects that they have done, some of which were done with the Environmental Research Institute in Charlottesville. And we were speaking about coral planting initiative that was initiated there. So exciting things and exciting things ahead as well.